Hi guys, Will here from WB Trading and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the free content that I share with the trading community here on YouTube. So I just wanted to put a really quick video together today for those of you who are new to the channel and who haven't yet found the 2 or 3 free strategy walkthroughs that I've put together in the past. And I wanted to get these strategy walkthrough videos to you all because look, I know not everybody can afford to pay for a course, whether that's one of my own courses, perhaps a course from somebody else. And I want to try and help everybody who needs it to, well, become the best trader that they can be. And it's always great to see inside strategies that actually work, isn't it? So let's run through the strategy videos that I actually have here on the channel, again, for those of you who haven't seen those yet. So firstly, I've shared a strategy I use to day trade equities markets, or in other words, stocks. And this walkthrough is pretty in-depth. It's a just below 14-minute video, and it walks through every aspect of the entire strategy so that by the end of the video, you're able to take that away and begin implementing that, again, straight away. It's a really powerful strategy to have within the toolkit. So if you haven't seen the video yet, it's definitely one to check out. With that said, let me share a very short 60-second clip from that strategy walkthrough for you. Now, what we see next is a strong opening drive upwards, as is often the case on high relative volume, followed by consolidation forming within the high and the low. And most importantly, we notice that we hold above the open. Now, this is crucial because we're not just gaining momentum and then having people fade this momentum and having a kind of game over situation on our hands. You know, we're holding above the open, which is a huge indication of strength. So as price moves forward, it remains above the open. Again, this is key, and proceeds to form a consolidation. So the next step, all we have to do now is draw a trend line, or at least attempt to draw trend lines that will then give the scope to await a break outside of this consolidation area on increased volume. Next, I've shared what's less of an entire strategy per se. It's more of a setup than an entire strategy. But again, it's a really powerful one to have within the toolkit, and that's the rounded retest. There's also 2 parts to this walkthrough, and I should just add, it isn't a strategy that I've actually built myself, so I can't take any credit for the concept. But if you haven't seen the video yet, again, it's definitely one to check out. And you can actually carry that setup into a multitude of different markets too. So whether you trade currencies or indexes or whatever market or markets that you focus on, you'll be able to make use of this and pull money out of the markets using it. Again, let me share a very short 60-second clip from one of the rounded retest strategy walkthrough videos. What I noticed was, if we move over to the chart, was this swing low here, and I noticed that we'd formed this and bounced, made a clear move, clear push away, and we hadn't then subsequently revisited this level yet. Now, it looked like we were going to when we came down here on Monday morning, and that's exactly what we saw happen. So we came down to the level, made a quick bounce from the level, we broke straight through down to here. And it was at this point that after we'd made this clean break through, I thought to myself, yeah, this is a setup that is highly likely to work. So I actually placed an order at the 11,158 point, and subsequently 20 minutes later, as you can see, we came back up, filled my order. My stop was here above the candle previous to the break, and we pushed away. And my target was a revisitation of this low here, and that's exactly what happened. We came straight down, took the low, and headed back up to the level. And finally, and I just shared this one last week, the Divergence trading concept video. Again, I've shared what's less of an entire strategy per se here. I would say it's more of a setup than an entire strategy, but it's a really powerful one and a really diverse one to have within the toolkit too. And I say that because you can actually take the divergence setup and again the divergence concept, and you can really do a lot with it. You can either implement it alone and just look for the setup and trade this, or you can implement it within another strategy as additional confirmation. Again, there's lots that you can do with this. This isn't something I've invented myself, as many of you will know, and it isn't one of my strategies, so to speak, but I wanted to share it as I know that a lot of traders out there either weren't sure what a divergence actually was, or perhaps weren't sure how to trade one. So I just wanted to lay this out for you, show you how I apply the concept myself, and of course I've handed over exactly how I trade the setups, along with mapping out the rules that I use within that video that I shared. Also, just very quickly, if you are enjoying the video today and you appreciate me handing these strategies over at no cost for you all, it'd be really brilliant if you'd take just a quick second to hit that thumbs up button for me if you would. That'd really help me if that's okay with you. Again, let me share a very short 60-second clip from that divergence strategy walkthrough. So let's look at an example. Here we can see that the MACD indicator is beginning to back off, slow down and head downwards, whereas price is continuing to make new highs and head upwards. This is a divergence, and this suggests that price may be topping, or in other words, price may be about to begin also backing off before moving downwards. Let's look at another example. Here we can see that the MACD indicator is beginning to back off, slow down and head upwards, whereas price is continuing to make new lows and head downwards. Again, this is a divergence, and this suggests that price may be bottoming, or in other words, price may be about to begin also backing off before moving upwards. So now that you know what a divergence actually is, before we touch on the rules that will allow you to begin trading these, we need to discuss target placement. So as a quick refresher, when we identify a divergence, we're warned of a potential price reversal, and we want to execute and trade with the disparity between the momentum oscillator and price. Okay, so there you go. There's 3 strategies for you laid out in full there within those videos. I'll put a link to each of those in the description for you as well. Or, of course, you can just click onto the channel and you'll find them all there waiting. And I hope they all help. Hopefully they all add value for you. And hopefully there'll be some nuggets within those videos that'll help you to become a better trader in some way, shape or form. Again, I wanted to get those to you all because I know how much value they'll add. And again, I want to try and help everybody who needs it to become the absolute best trader that they can be. And hopefully those videos go some way towards making that happen. Anyway, hopefully that's added some value. Hopefully it's triggered some inspiration for you all. I'll leave it there for today. But as always, trade with Edge, with consistency, and I look forward to having you back here on the channel soon. Thanks everyone.